Hey guys, Mario here from MTG Diagnosis, Doctor by day, Magic the Gathering by night. And today we are opening up a a collector box of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. This Midnight Hunt has about 12 packs in here. No, collector packs. Pretty much you get a bunch of foils, mythics, rares, full art, borderless. The creme de la creme of this set. So, whoops, sorry about that. It's a little loud. When we do this, we'll just take them out one by one so you can see where the packs come from. Got these online, but not Amazon. Spirit token. Flip the Switch foil, common, Howl of the Hunt, Crossroads Candle Guide. Cool. Artifact creature 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to one target card from a graveyard. 2, add 1 mana of any color. For 4 for 3/2. Yeah. Unblinking Observer. Tap, add a blue. Spend this mana only to play a disturb cost or cast an instant sorcery spell. So those are our commons. There's a bat on the other side of that token. Pretty cool. Sunset Revelry. That's our uncommon. Vampire Socialite is our uncommon. Oh, we got a foil. Black and white, except for this part is colored. Land. Looks pretty cool there. Put that land to the side. That looks cool. Triskaidekaphile. 13 lover. Triskaidekaphile. 1 in a blue. You have no maximum hand size at the beginning of your upkeep. If you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. Blue and 3, draw a card. I can see that being a really good limited card. Shadowkin. This is a commander card. 3 in a blue for 2/2. Flash, at the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3 cards. You may exile a creature card from among the cards milled this way. If you do, Shadowkin becomes a copy of that card, except it has this ability. Wow, you flash that in at the end step before your turn, and you basically get to look at the top. Mills 3 cards. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, our first mythic is Hostile. Tap for a colorless mana. 1 and tap, sacrifice a creature, put a soul counter on Hostile. Then if there are 3 or more soul counters on it, remove those counters, transform it, and then untap it. Activate only as a sorcery. And if you look on the other side, Creeping In. 3/7. Whenever it attacks, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of creature cards exiled with Creeping In. 4, and it phases out, so you can protect it. It's a pretty good mythic. It's a pretty cool mythic there. Different, you know. Tavern Ruffian, Daybound, and then Nightbound. He's a werewolf. Hound Tamer. No, so these are those Daybound, Nightbound cards. Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephlia. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. Another Tavern Ruffian, that's a foil. And our rare foil is Gissa Glorious Resurrector, black and white. Legendary creature, human wizard, 4/4 for 2 and 2 black. If a creature an opponent controls will die, exile it instead. At the beginning of your upkeep, put all creature cards exiled with Gissa onto the battlefield under your control. They gain Decayed. Pretty cool. Nice. Alright. On to pack number 2. Clue? Spider token. Alright. Oh, cool. Duress. Harvest Sentry. Pax Betrayal. These are our uncommons. Sacred Fire. White and a red. Deals 2 damage to any target and you gain 2 life. Flashback. Ooh, here's our foil black and white island. Here's our rare Galvanic iteration. Celestial Judgment. This is a commander card. For each different power among creatures on the battlefield, choose a creature with that power. Destroy each creature not chosen this way. Sorcery. Lord of the Forsaken. Full art. Or borderless. 6 for 6/6 flying, trample, sacrifice another creature, target player mills 3 cards, pay 1 life, add colorless, spend this mana only to cast a spell from your graveyard. Nice. You can mill yourself with that. Birdemire, a werewolf on the back. Reach, Nightbound, 3. Outland Liberator, it's our uncommon. Shogurk the Overslime. 3/3 trample whenever land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere. Put a +1/+1 counter on him. Remove 3 +1/+1 counters. Return it to your owner's hand. When it leaves the battlefield, return up to 3 target land cards from your graveyard to your hand. It's a weird card. I have no idea how that's going to be working. And then, Dire Brawler, another werewolf, and then Lysa, Forgotten Archangel. Black, 2 white, a black, and 2 colorless. 4/5 flying lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls will die, exile it instead. Nice. Exile your creatures. Right. Pack number 3. Oh, this side. Common, uncommon, foil swamp. Pithing Needle is our rare. Ruinous Intrusion, exile target artifact or enchantment is an instant. Put X +1/+1 counter to target creature you control, where X is the mana value of the permanent exile this way. Wow. Memory Deluge, full art. Look at the top X cards from your library. X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. Put 2 of them into your hand, which is 4. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Flashback. So you can cast it again for 7. Candle Grove Witch. Shady Traveler. Daybound Menace. Nightbound Menace. A lot of these cards are stronger on the Nightbound. Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Star and 4 for 3. Vigilance. Power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control. And she has Vigilance. Damn, she's good for a 3 to cast. Dawnheart Rejuvenator. Angel File Ignition, and that's our full art sorcery. And then our token, got a beast token there. 4/4 beast, 1/1 flying. All right, 3 packs down. Oh, that's behind us. 9 to go. Common, uncommon, mountain. Rare is Fateful Absence. Destroy target creature or planeswalker its controller investigates. Awesome. Awesome removal. Wall of Mourning. Defender for a 0/4 wall. When one enters the battlefield, exile a card from the top of your library face down for each opponent you have. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, put a card exile with Wall of Mourning into its owner's hand. Slaughter Specialist. Enters the battlefield, each opponent creates a 1/1 white human creature token. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 +1/1 counter on Slaughter Specialist. Pretty cool. Rejuvenator. Oh yeah! Ren and 7 full arts. Baby. Yeah. It's a money card. It's not foil though. It's a full art. Beautiful art there. So Ren is actually the dryad here, if you listen to the story, if you hear about the story, and 7 is the 7th tree she's merged with. So she goes to different planes and merges with trees as a dryad. Dryads usually stick with one tree, but she's special because she's a planeswalker. 5 loyalty for 5. She's green. +1, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put a land card revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. 0, put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. -3, create a green tree folk creature token with reach, and this creature power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. -8, return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Lots of hijinks with that one. That's a nice one. Dawnheart Wardens, Galvanic Iteration, and oh, look at this token. Elemental token with Star Trample. In the instance of sorcery cards in your graveyard, plus the number of cards with flashback you own in exile. Damn. Strong one. All right. So we got a full art Ren and 7. Nice. Baby. Yeah. Ooh, gotta go this way. Common. Uncommon. It's our land. Yeah, these foil black and white lands are pretty. They're nice. They're different. They're nice. Grafted Identity. It's a rare aura. Oh, a rare aura for cost as an addition to sacrifice a creature, enchanted creature you control, enchanted creature gets +1/+1. Oh wow. So it's a mind control, but you have to sacrifice a creature. Visage of Ruin, Bloodline Calling, Ruffian, Painter. Oh wow, okay. Visions of Ruin. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact. For each artifact sacrificed this way, you create a treasure token. Flashback. This spell costs X less to cast this way, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in the command zone. That's not great. Lowland Collins. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. Target creature token gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Choose one. Tavern Ruffian, Werewolf. Spellroom Painter, Howler. Graveyard Trespasser. Oh, this guy's rare. 3 for a 3/3 ward, discard a card. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Daybound and then Nightbound. It's a 4/4 werewolf ward. Discard a card. When it enters the battlefield, attacks, exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. For each creature card exiled this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Birdedmire. Oh, here's another black and white legendary creature. Ludovic, Necrogenius. 2/3, whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, mill a card. Exile each creature cards from the graveyard. Transform Ludovic X, can't be 0. Activate only as a sorcery. And there he is. Madman. 4/4 zombie. As he transforms, it becomes a copy of a creature card exile with it, except its name is Olag Ludovis Hubris. It's 4/4 and it's a legendary blue and black zombie. In addition to its other colors and types, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of creature cards exiled with it. And then deals 1 damage. Devil Zombie. Decayed Zombie card token. You need to have those decayed zombies. This has 3, this has 4, so this has... Come on, baby, we got a rated 7. Nice. Cool art. Now we got to get a foil Planeswalker. That would be nice if we get a foil Teferi. Black and white. Curse of Surveillance. So this is a rare enchant player for 5. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, enchant player. There's very few enchant player cards in the game. In the history of Magic, at the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, any number of target players other than that player each draw cards equal to the number of curses attached to that player. Oh, it's a curse. Oh, here's another curse. But this one's standard, and this one is... And this isn't legendary, so you can put like 4 of them on it. Curse of Unbinding. Enchant player. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, that player reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield under your control. That player puts the rest of the revealed cards into their graveyard for 7. So that's a nice... Here's another rare. Blue Caller's Harvest. Create X 2/2 zombie creatures tokens. X is half the number of creature cards in your graveyard rounded up. And it's got flashback. Tireless Hauler. 4/5 Vigilance or a 6/6 Vigilance. Damn. Daybound, and then Nightbound is always stronger than Daybound. Pious Apprentice. 2/3 lifelink. Cards in graveyards can't be targets of spells or abilities. And then if you turn them to the Nightbound, flying 3/2. Whenever one or more creature cards are put into graveyards from anywhere, investigate. This ability triggers only once each turn. If it would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. It's rare. Painter. And then we get a foil version of Denick, Pious Dude, Apprentice. Lifelink, and then flying. And then beast mode. Zombie mode, beast mode. Pretty cool. These cards are different, you know. Definitely different. Can't wait to draft. These are all foil, uncommons, foil landy. Oh, so here we go. A Mythic. 2/1 for 2 Spirit. Foil, flash flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay multi-kicker, blue and 1, any number of times. When you play this, cost 1 or more times. Put that many +1/+1 counters, then up to that many to other target artifacts, creatures, and or enchantments phase out. It's got flash. Nice. So you can protect your stuff and get a flying creature. Oh, so this is a Mythic commander card. Curbus, Harvest Celebrant. Green X. Enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of mana spent to cast it. So it automatically starts with 2. Remove a +1/+1 counter to prevent all damage that will be dealt this turn to another target creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh wow, that's a great counters creature. If you have a deck with counters. Curse of Silence, enchant player. Rejuvenator. Infiltrator. Okay, so here we go. We got a couple of cool cards. So Catadita Dawnhide Prime. Protection from werewolves. Human creatures you control have tap at 1 mana of this creature's colors. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control for 6. Outland Liberator, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Nighttime. And then Storm of the Festival. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any permanent. Nice. Menace. Human. Ooh, zombie menace. Star. All right. Let's keep going. Commons, uncommons, land. Oh, overgrown farmland. So enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Tomb Tyrant. Other zombies you control get +1/+1. Ah, a full art Meat Hook Massacre. So this is a great card. So it's a legendary enchantment, black X. Each creature on the battlefield gets -X/-X. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Whenever an opponent controls dies, you gain 1 life. So it's great as a sorcery. It's even better that it's an enchantment, because then you do the -X, you could do a board wipe, and you gain all this life, and your opponents lose a whole bunch of life. Damn, that's a great card. And that's a full art. Mentor. Traveler. Florian, Voltairean Scion. Black and white art is like cool. Oh, Sigdar's Splendor. This chick is, it's an enchantment. Oh, look at the ants. 2 white. Enter the battlefield, note your life total. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. If your life total is greater than or equal to the last noted life total, then note your life total. Whenever you cast a white spell, you gain 1 life. Nice. I'm going to say 4 packs left. All right, we're already 22 minutes into it. Silverbolt, Zombie Bramble, commons, uncommon, forest. A rare foil brutal Cathar, and then it's a Moonrage Brute. Strike. Zealot, Fateful Abs is full art. Beautiful. Tireless Hauler. Whoops. Old Stick Fingers in a black and white. Shady Traveler, and a full art foil Haunted Ridge. Yeah, it's a foil full art. Dual land. And then Teferi, who slows the sun, and a wolf. Come to me, Teferi. I have a feeling that these boxes only have 1 Planeswalker in them. The whole box, there's only 1 Planeswalker. Commons. Uncommon. Ooh. Common. Unnatural Growth. So this card is pretty popular right now with Commander. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. So even your opponent's combat phases, your stuff is doubled. Common. Vadric Astral Archmage. And Can't Stay Away. Look at those kitties. Sorcery. Here's my Zara. No, this one. Turn target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains if this creature would die, exile it instead. Flashback. Vadric. 2 packs left. We're coming towards the end of the box. Commons. Ominous Roost. Look at that foil. Uncommon. Another swamp. Memory Deluge foil. Curse of Obsession. Angel File Ignition. Candle Grove Witch. Fang Blade Brigand. Oh, Arlen the Plax. Arlen the Pax. I can't even read that. Her head's blocking it. Arlen the Pax. Homie? I don't know. Arlen the Pax. The Pax Hope. Daybound. 4 for +1. Until your next turn, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash, and each creature you control enters the battlefield with an initial +1/+1 counter on it. Amazing! -3, create 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. And then on the backside, Arlen the Wolf's Fury. Nightbound. 4/4. +2. Add a green and a red. 0. Until end of turn, Arlen the Mune's Fury becomes a 5/5 werewolf creature with trample, indestructible, and haste. She's a brick house. She's a Pax Hope. I thought that said home. I was wrong. It's beautiful. Tireless Hauler. Willowgeist. That's a pretty cool looking foil. And a bird. Zombie. Willowgeist. Trample 1/1. Whenever one or more cards leaves your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on them. When it dies, you gain life equal to its power. For 1/1 green. We actually got 2 Planeswalkers in this box. Arlen and Renin 7. Common, uncommon, mountain. Black and white, ominous mountain. Burn down the house. Sorcery. 5. It deals 5 damage. Choose 1 to each creature and each planeswalker. Create 3/1/1 red devil creature token. When this creature dies, deal 1 damage to any target. They gain haste until end of turn. Bam! Beautiful card. Prowler's Geist Catcher. 4 for whenever you sacrifice another creature, exile. If that creature was a token, put a +1/+1 counter. When it leaves the battlefield, return each card exiled with it to the battlefield under your control. Wow. So this thing, you sacrifice shit and it just gets exiled, and then when this thing dies, all the stuff you sacrificed comes back. That's amazing. Rampage. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. If a land was destroyed this way, its controller may search their library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Otherwise, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Flashback. Yeesh. Oh, this is the chick that's on the cover of the box. Candle Grove Witch. 2/2. Oh, she's a white. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you control 3 or more creatures with different mana costs. Can engage flying until Bird Admirer. Reach Daybound. Oh! Tolliver, Dire Overlord. I think this guy is the most expensive. Card in the set right now. Yeah. And this is the alternate art. Damn, this is a great pack. This is the alternate art, not foil, but alternate art. And whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control 3 or more wolves or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control Daybound, and then Nightbound. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So you get to draw a card on both sides. And then X, red, and a green. Target wolf or werewolf you control gets +X/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. Damn. Candle. And then our full art foil is Sunstreak Phoenix. Mythic. Flying. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as Sunstreak Phoenix enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you may pay 1 in a red. If you do, return from your graveyard to the battlefield. Tap. Damn, that's a great card. Vampire, triple, lifelink, haste. That's all I got for you guys. Not bad. So, some good cards in this. Tolliver, this Phoenix, Arlen. If you like werewolves, this is your set. This is the set you want to get. I mean, human werewolves. There's a lot of legendary creature cards too that are 2 colors, so it's probably going to be a good set to draft too, because there's a lot of legendary creatures that are 2 different colors that are actually alliance colors, like black and red and blue and white. Reefhook Massacre. Man, this guy, this thing. So definitely, oh yeah, definitely want to draft this. This set is a good draft set, and actually might retain its value as a draft. Might retain its value as a draft box, so for the future. So this is a collector's box. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good night. Be safe out there. Make sure to get vaccinated if you're not vaccinated. Doesn't hurt you. You don't have to worry about any side effects. It's amazing how much misinformation is out there about a vaccine that saves lives, but it's out there, and people are not going to get vaccinated, which is their choice. But you know, you choose not to wear a seatbelt when you drive your car too, but you get into a car crash and you die, that's on you. So you know, you get sick and end up in the ICU when it's too late to give you a vaccine. That's it's psychologically hard to deal with. A lot of the caregivers out there, I feel for all the doctors and nurses, and especially in the ICU staff who have to take care of patients and have to watch young people as well as old people succumb and die to a virus. So this thing is real. It's not fake. It's not fabricated. It's not made up. People are dying to COVID. It's just like any other pandemic in the history of mankind. There's viruses that come out every 80 to 100 years that our immune systems don't recognize it and aren't made to defend against it. So it's a new type of enemy. So make sure you get vaccinated if you can. Yeah, so you guys have a good night, and see you guys next time.